We are back with another Ultimate Guide, this time voted for over on Patreon, so by our Patreons. And we gave them three options. We gave them the Winter Guard, which was winning at first. We gave them S.H.I.E.L.D. and we gave them Inhumans, but with a huge 60-odd% win. Today we're going to be taking a look at S.H.I.E.L.D. Hey guys, Rich from Richmond Gaming. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well. Welcome to another Ultimate Guide series. We did have a week off last week, but we're back on with them now. And as I mentioned in the little intro there, we're going to be taking a look at some of the newer kids on the block, not the newest by any stretch anymore, but S.H.I.E.L.D. And joining me on this journey, and he's very glad that he didn't have to do Winter Guard, it is Mr. Quinn Duggan. Quinn, how the hell are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Rich from S.H.I.E.L.D Adventures Gaming.
Look, I'm still trying to pick a name. That did annoy me when you went one about when you used D6, and I'm like,
Yeah, kind of
Quinn.
ruins that, doesn't it?
God damn you, Quinn.
Damn you and your facts and logic.
S.H.I.E.L.D. Quinn. They're an affiliation that I have played a lot against. That they seem to be quite popular with people. Because Dearest Ronothy as well, yeah. I've played with them myself a few times. What are your thoughts on S.H.I.E.L.D.? How are you finding them at the moment?
I think they're an interesting faction. They're not one like I've delved into a great deal. Like I've not played a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've played a fair bit against S.H.I.E.L.D. They seem interesting. Fury to me is a bit like dull as a character in of himself, but like the sort of auxiliary things around him that he brings to the table are quite nice. I'm looking at you, not Medpack.
Yeah, no, there is some good stuff, isn't there? Cool. Okay, Quinn. So let's start then, as we like to do with these. Let's talk about Mr. Nicholas J. Fury Jr., so the solo leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. And again, we're not going to do a deep dive on his card. We've got into his card before, but what we want to look at here is that leadership last line of defense.
Also, just want to clarify, he is the only Nick Fury.
He's definitely your Nick Fury, isn't he, Quinn?
Well, yeah, I don't want no white man Nick Fury.
So, have you ever heard the story about that, by the way? That, he was actually walking. He was walking down the street and he picked up and he looked at a comic book. And he saw himself on the cover, and he was like,
"Yeah, because
hang on a minute."
The ultimate version of Nick Fury, which is what this version of Nick Fury is based on, it was based off of Samuel Jackson before any of the MCU movies came out, right? Or rather, before he got cast in anything.
Before he was cast as them, yeah. So last line of defense, Quinn. There's two parts to this. If you have fewer VPs than your opponent, the first time each round an allied character is dazed or KO'd by an enemy effect. After the effect is resolved, you score 1 VP. Fairly straightforward. But then if you have equal to or more VPs than your opponent, when an enemy character damages an allied character with an attack, the allied character may spend 1 power. If it does, after the attack is resolved, the allied character may advance short towards the attacking character. Right, it's an aggressive basically, but it costs a power for it. So there's this weird balance, isn't there, with S.H.I.E.L.D., whereby if you ever find yourself more than 1 VP down, so 2 VPs or more, you effectively don't have a leadership for that round
you
after it triggers.
Your leadership is get 1 VP, which is a pretty good leadership. I mean, it's a very nice catch-up mechanic. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
It is, but yeah, that being my point is that it's used once and then there's nothing else from it. So, what are your thoughts on the leadership as a whole, Quinn?
I like anything that gives you extra VPs. I mean, VPs are how you win the game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but at best, it's getting you to VP parity with your opponent, isn't it?
I mean, equally, that can then allow you to focus more on killing, potentially. Because you've got that catch-up mechanic, you're not as worried about falling behind on VPs. It means you can focus more of your resources into that area.
This is true.
And, not only can you like focus more resources into that area, but equally it can act as a deterrent for your opponent to actually like fight you back.
Yeah,
Which, I mean, I think your opponent would have to be a bit of an idiot or a web warrior player
or a web warrior.
to
Yeah,
to not. I mean, they are one and the same. Let's be fair.
I mean,
To like not
we
fight you
we
back.
know that you can be both an idiot and a web warrior player. They are not mutually exclusive.
What mate?
We love you, Aaron. But
Do
yeah,
we? Do we?
we do. Yeah, I'm in the same camp. I do quite like it. You can definitely see, can't you? We always talk about, don't we? Like the the early leaderships, right? Even as far out as Black Order, like, kill character, gain VP, spend power less, get power more, do reroll thing. Like, for me, like Nick
My,
Fury
my, my
was
favorite is do reroll thing.
do reroll thing, yeah. Oh dear, Cable. Do reroll thing once and never again.
Only one reroll for you.
But I do like these different leaderships. We spoke about it before, haven't we? That they bring some variety to the game. And it's also worth mentioning, Quinn, that right now, or at least according to Longshanks, so all the data from Longshanks, which is a huge number of games, by the way, Nick Fury, or Shield, I should say, has the highest win rate of any affiliation, and Nick Fury is only second to Malekith for
I
for
am
win rate.
curious as to how many games Shield have.
A lot, a lot on Longshanks. Yeah, it's into the hundreds and hundreds.
It's not into the hundreds and hundreds. It's 1,111.
Yeah, so that is 11 100s.
No, it's not because there's 11 on top of that, so it's not 11 hundreds.
It's 11 point. It's 11.11.
It's 10 111s. Wait, no, it's not. Fuck.
It's really not. It's really not. It's really not.
Look, I'm closer with that value than you were with yours.
Hundreds and hundreds. It's somewhere between 100 and a million, right? Is how many games. So
That is correct.
the point being, there's a good number of games out there, right? So, it's not like there's been 5 games and all 5 have been wins and therefore, woohoo, they're really good.
Yeah, I was like pondering like how much of that was like propped up by Ronald, but clearly not that much.
No, not that much at all. Not that much at all. So yeah, I do like them. And I think one of the things that, and we will get onto this, Quinn, that they bring to the game are some tactics cards that are no longer available to other affiliations and other players, aren't they? So, Battlefield Medicine, for example, it's med pack with a little bit extra, but it's not restricted, and it's got a little kicker on the back end.
Well, I mean,
so...
not only is it not restricted, it's also allowed to be in the game.
Well, and it's allowed to be in the game as well, yeah. So, for anyone that doesn't know what we're going to do here, so we're going to put together 2 separate rosters. The first roster is going to be confined by what we call the 3-box challenge. So what is a 3-box challenge? Well, basically, once you've bought the core box, what are the first 3 boxes that we recommend buying to build a S.H.I.E.L.D affiliated roster? And then once we put that all together, we'll then do a roster that has no barriers. There's no, we're not restricted by any card and things that we can put in there. So Quinn, let's jump over to TTS and let's see what we have got to choose from, because there's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a bit of a change to the, like sort of reimagined version of Ultimate Guide, right, where we typically have like 2 boxes on the table.
Yeah, exactly that. So it's nice that we've got lots of boxes to choose from. But let's start with the main man, so Mr. Nicholas J. Fury Jr. Obviously, he comes with his grunts. It's worth mentioning he's got his S.H.I.E.L.D agents. And, this is the first box that you are taking, right? He is the leader.
Well, for the 10 million tactics cards, yeah.
And also, yeah, these are all the tactics cards that he comes with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You were just 900... no, 9,900,990 out, Quinn, but you were very close.
I'm a precise man.
You are a precise man, yeah. He has somewhere between 1 and 10 million tactics cards. So we've got Nicholas J. Fury Jr. We've obviously got then the other version of
What?
Nick Fury.
No, there isn't another version of
So
Nick
we've had
Fury.
Samuel Jackson. This is the hot
No,
version.
no, that's just Dum Dum Duggan. Like, there's no one else on that card.
But
Oh,
so and
sorry,
they
yeah, Gabriel Jones is on there as well.
he is as well, yeah.
No one
They
else
obviously
does.
come with a couple of tactics cards. We've then got the newer box that's got the new version
Boomer Cap.
of Boomer Cap, as Quinn likes to call him. But then also the very good original Human Torch. So I think Boomer Cap may squeeze his way in, mainly because
Not
of
through
Human
his own
Torch.
merit at all, but
We
what?
then
Actually, I'm tempted to take Boomer Cap and then put like actual Cap in the roster
put it in the
instead.
roster as well, yeah. We've then got the pack Black Widow Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that came with Hawkeye. So this is one of the reasons why they've got so many on the table, Quinn, isn't there? Because there was a lot of not backdating, but a lot of characters that were already released before Nick Fury
Yeah.
came out that made up S.H.I.E.L.D. In fact, I think Nick Fury was the only new character that came out when S.H.I.E.L.D. were announced. He was the only
Yeah.
new character, wasn't he? And then obviously we got Hawkeye as well. We got She-Hulk, who making an appearance. We've then got the box with Taskmaster, who is S.H.I.E.L.D. affiliated. That did catch a few people out. They wondered why, but he did train S.H.I.E.L.D. agents for a time, didn't he, and go on special missions for Nick Fury. He obviously comes with the amazing Punisher. We then got War Machine, so James Rhodes. Comes with Captain America Sam Wilson. Definitely a character that's in for contention there, Quinn, I think. And then lastly, we've got your boy Bucky.
He's actually affiliated.
He's no longer an unaffiliated character. So we can
that
take.
leaves just Punisher in that camp now, right?
I think it is just Punisher,
Even
yeah.
though he should be like probably a Midnight Sun.
Well, he's not a rogue agent either. Like
He's not a rogue agent, and also he's just generally bad. Like, why
Yeah.
isn't he like 4 physical defense or something?
I know.
Like,
And then obviously Winter Soldier coming with Vision as well. Okay, Quinn. So we know from this first, and then sorry, just to clarify, we've then got all of the core box cards down here as well that we will have to use.
Can you just put your cursor on the character we know we're taking?
What? Baron Zemo.
There we go.
So let's start off then, Quinn. We know that Nick Fury is making it.
I'm also very glad that you put like the cursor over Zemo, even though there are 2 Shield affiliated characters in that box.
But Zemo,
and
yeah.
they're good Shield characters
But
as well.
Zemo, yeah. So Quinn, the question then comes: which other box or boxes, I should say, are we taking? Who makes the cut?
You've got to take Bucky. You've got to.
I think he has to be in there, doesn't he? Like, well, we take Bucky. Does
You
Vision
also get Vision? I think Vision is a very solid Shield character because you know what like is really good for setting up beams. Aggressive.
Yeah. No, that is true. That is true. Yeah, so we've got Vision and we've got Bucky. I'm just going to throw it out there, Quinn. We are not taking other Nick Fury.
Well, we're not taking Dum Dum Duggan and Gabriel Jones.
No. No, we are
okay.
not. We're also not taking, I always forget his name, Anthony, isn't it?
Masters. Tony Masters.
Tony Masters, dear Lord. Tony Masters sounds like he'd be great on pub dart circuit. Have you seen that Tony Masters from down at Swan? He's got a right arm on
he
him.
sounds like something from a fan fiction of a fan fiction. Said fan fiction being 50 Shades of Grey. Ah, yes, it is Tony Masters.
Oh no, I'm going for a rough pub guy. But anyway,
Rough pub guy.
they're not making it. I think that there's room for Hawkeye in here. I don't
think there's room for Shulk at the moment.
No, not. And the reason why, Quinn, is Nick Fury is a single character pack by himself.
Character pack, and he's a 4 threat leader.
Yeah.
Like,
S.H.I.E.L.D. could definitely make it in the any box any box version of it
as like a higher threat option.
As I think Hawkeye could, but I don't think Hawkeye and Black Widow make it.
We do that. I want to get rid of War Machine and Cap.
I'm okay with that.
Because War Machine is the affiliated character there. is not very good. Cap is exceptional, but for some reason isn't affiliated.
He's not affiliated. Yeah, so let's get rid of them. So it leaves us with, I mean, basically, is Hawkeye.
Look, but both of these boxes have a really good 3 threat and then a shit other character.
Yeah. And
and also the shit character is doubling up with someone we could take from the core box.
this is true. So it does leave us with a bit of predicament, doesn't it? I still think, though, Quinn, OG Human Torch is too good to pass up on.
He fits in with the aggressive playstyle, setting up that beam. Also, I think you're much more likely to take 2-threat Widow than you are, like, OG Cap.
Yeah.
So, that's, like, less of a conflict of interest, even though you're not taking Boomer Cap anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree. So let's put these in here like so. So you've got
You
OG...
also put...
What?
Take Boomer Cap out.
Are you not going to put him in?
Fuck off.
Language.
I'm not letting Boomer Cap be in this video.
Language.
No.
He's going in there for the moment, and then we'll see, won't we?
Right. Well, card-wise, we're taking a new age.
Well, I was going to start with the top here.
No, we're taking a new age.
I mean, a new age is going to go in, yes, but
we're taking a new age now.
Eye in the Sky goes in, like.
Well, yeah, that's
absolutely amazing card. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is Nick's big play, isn't it? That just messes up so many things.
It's the thing that makes Nick actually useful on the table.
It's the thing that really, really hurts Malekith as well. So, allied character is targeted by an attack. Nick Fury spends 3 power. The target makes a short advance, basically.
That's basically like Nick Fury pays for someone else's trickster.
Yeah, exactly that. But when you are using the S.H.I.E.L.D. affiliation, which why would you not be? It's a recycled card, isn't it, Quinn?
In the same vein as Magnetic Refraction.
Yeah.
Also a very good card.
A very good card. Helicarrier Strike. What's your thoughts on this one, Quinn? Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's not a worthwhile attack.
Yeah, it's just not,
like,
is it?
You're spending 3 power and an action to get a 6 dice attack. Like, that is not worth it.
No, it's, I mean, you've got the Scorched Earth bit, but...
Like, yeah.
You get to choose if it's energy or thing, but even so...
Yeah, sure, these are all great, but you know what they're not? Either extra dice or not requiring action.
Yeah. Reposition. So Nick Fury may spend 2 power to play this card. If an allied S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's character is on the battlefield, place allied Nick Fury within 1 of the allied S.H.I.E.L.D. agent's character. Now,
you know what would have made this card really good?
Wakanda Nerds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this card may have been one of the major contributing factors as to why that was gone. But without that there now, Quinn, and the fact that, you often want Nick at the back at the back of the action, right? He's not a frontline character. Is there any value in this card anymore for Nick? I mean,
no.
Nick can still go up and pick something up and be repositioned back.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Cool. But I think, meh.
Maybe it goes into the pile of consideration.
I mean, it's not going to be considered, but sure.
Defensive
look, another card that's not going to be considered.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even going in there, is it? Okay. Battlefield
That one's going in. That one's better than Eye in the Sky.
Yeah, I mean, this is just med pack, 2 power,
med
3
pack, but you can remove the condition.
And a special and it's not or, it's and. Like, this is so good.
Like, and a S.H.I.E.L.D. character has to, like, play it. It doesn't have to be played on a S.H.I.E.L.D. character.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So, yeah, the limitation being is that it has to be during their activation, which does mean it has slightly less flexibility than Patch Up, for example. But, in S.H.I.E.L.D., why not both, as they say. Quinn, hard reset, because we needed another Recal Matrix, didn't we?
Oh, we needed another really bad Recal Matrix that also doesn't let you take Recal Matrix.
Yeah. Bye. And then the last ones we've got Sit Rep.
Oh yeah, we like this card.
Really, really like Sit Rep. So basically, pay 1 power and then just move another character.
I mean, it's tactical maneuvers, right? Is that
I
what the
think it
card
is.
was?
Yeah, no, tactical
Like
analysis.
tactical analysis,
Yeah,
the
but I
card
think it's
that like
one
isn't in
power
the game
less.
anymore.
And is it one power less?
I think it is. Yeah.
Because otherwise, tactical analysis would have been taken by everyone.
Well, yeah. I mean, like this obviously has the caveat that you have to be like a shield character, but still.
Well, no, the character playing it has to be
Yeah.
a shield
Once again,
character,
it's the same vein as Battlefield Medicine.
but yeah, the one receiving it doesn't. Life model decoy Quinn. This is one that I was so disappointed with.
I think it's all right. I don't think I'd like take it in a competitive setting, but I like the idea of it. I
It's
like the idea that it blows up like the beat boop robot instead.
the beat boot robot. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'll maybe put it over here depending on what we've got left. But oh, Quinn, this one's gonna cause some controversy, I think. But I think me and you are very much in the same camp of this, in that it is not good.
These cards are bad because of timing.
Lovely little song there, Quinn. But for those people that don't know, maybe haven't heard us talk about these before, what is it about the timing, specifically about these cards, that make them bad? Because we thought they would work in one way, didn't we? And then it's almost as if
So
they
the
ruled
thing that makes
themselves
them
out of
bad
it.
is that they don't work for squad building.
Yep. So for anyone wondering, whether it's this, whether it's the Sentinel program one, I'm sure there's another one in there as well, Quinn, somewhere.
Sleeper Agent.
Sleeper Agent. You have to choose your affiliation before you change a character to be affiliated. So they don't contribute to the 50+% situation. The only time it would work, when I was thinking about this the other day, is if you've got a rogue agent who you then turn into an affiliated character. That's the only time it kind of works, right? But even so, yeah,
I mean,
it's not good.
is there a third rogue agent in the game?
Taskmaster,
Bucky, who are both affiliated. Is there a third one? Because I can't recall. I don't think there is a third one.
I don't think there is, no. I don't think there is.
So what you're saying is it doesn't work with a rogue agent?
No. I meant this type.
I know.
This type of card. Yeah. So yeah, what the benefit of it is just not worth a tactics card. So that goes in the bin, unfortunately. And then Quinn, Shield Mobile, immediately gains flight and makes a long move.
They get in a flying car.
They're getting a flying car. Yes. I mean, for me, that goes in. That's a take.
It's a very nice utility card.
It really is, yeah. Let's take a look then at the other tactics cards that we've got.
So we've got 6 here. Oh no, wait, we've got 4.
Field dressing, we can't take. Till the end of the line, we could take, but we won't not going to take. PSD,
maybe.
It exists. Tactical analysis, well, we can't take that anyway. For multiple, there is more than one reason why we can't take this card. Over the top.
No.
Yeah, just not
Because
good.
guess what? Boomer Cap's not getting in, so.
And then a new age. No, don't like this one, Quinn, do you? Not good.
Oh no, awful card. I don't know why you would ever play it.
I don't know why you'd ever play that really, really good card. Right, so let's then, Quinn, take a look at the core box and see who we're going to take. I mean, first thing we're going to do, Quinn.
Three affiliated characters.
First thing we're going to do is put these here, because once again, people, in 8 character packs, we do not have a single crisis card.
Thanks, AMG.
I don't like to bang the same. I'm lying. I love banging the same drum, Quinn. Yeah,
Drum that'll let you
sort it out. Oh. Bitchy. Right, we've got some affiliated characters in here, Quinn.
Yeah, we've got 3 affiliated characters.
So
right?
we've got Black Widow. We've got Iron Man. And we've got Baron Zemo.
I'm glad we're on the same wavelength with that one.
So let's start off then. Obviously, Black Widow makes it.
Yeah, she's got an energy attack for New Age.
Zemo is obviously going in there. So move him to one side. So that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. We've got three
characters
slots
to fit
left.
in. I mean, he was in the movie with her, so we've got to have Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And you know what? She's a pretty good 4 threat as well. Let's be honest. She's pretty darn good.
She do be decent.
Who else are we looking at?
Stop hovering over his card. It's not happening. I'd rather take Crossbones. He was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was in S.H.I.E.L.D, wasn't he? He was in S.H.I.E.L.D. Who else makes it in, Quinn?
I mean, like, a new age obviously, like, incentivizes us to take people with energy attacks, right?
Yeah,
So,
and I'm looking at,
I mean, Doc Ock's nice because he's got a throw as well.
yeah, Doc Ock does have a thrower.
I kind of want to put Crossbones in just for the meme now. Like, he was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was in S.H.I.E.L.D, yes. He was
He
in
was there.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
I saw him. I swear I did.
He was in S.H.I.E.L.D. But I think I do like Doc Ock. He's got that.
Like, Fury's just, like, recruited a scientific genius.
It's fine. So 1 spot left. Does Crossbones make it? Double aggressive.
I mean, that would require someone to hit him first. The way you deal with Crossbones is by ignoring
Good
Crossbones.
on cubes.
Oh my god, that's why he was such a good, like, sleeper agent.
Why? Because people just ignored him.
Everyone ignored Brock Grumlow. That's why he was so good. That's why Hydra recruited him. Yeah.
I know you did joke and say that you wanted to put OG Cap in there just as a fuck you to Boomer Cap. But I don't think he makes it.
I have now actually realised he has a language trigger on one of his attacks as well.
Which is why I said language.
I know. I thought you were just making a general Cap reference.
No.
Powers, saw nothing, was like, I guess it's a general reference.
No. It
was... you know what's a great other reference on his card?
Go on.
I've knocked out tyrants per times. Right, what an awful name for an ability.
It's not a bad ability though.
It's not a bad ability, but it's an awful name. Like,
being able to reroll any number.
He's such a weird, like, mishmash of modern Cap and Boomer Cap. Like, it on your left should be on modern Cap.
Yeah.
Like, it just should. Like,
again though, nice ability.
It's a great ability. It's a shame it's on Boomer Cap.
Stars and Stripes, he's not a bad... It's a good builder.
Decent attack, but it's a shame it's on Boomer Cap.
Right. Quinn.
Don't ask for objectivity.
He's a good
You're not going to get it.
Well, I know we're not going to get it, but do you know what, Quinn? He's going in.
I'll be leaving this call.
He makes the cut.
He's going to get cut in a minute.
He makes the cut. I think he is good enough. Let's get rid of these.
How well his vibrating shield protects him from my shiv.
Quinn, I want to throw Ricochet. Oh, can he? No, he can't use it, can he?
He's not Captain America.
Okay.
He's not my Captain America, and he's not Tony Stark's Captain America either.
Let's talk about restricted cards. So it's got 5 to choose from in the core box.
In fact, Sam Wilson is more of a Captain America than this Captain America.
It's true. Wow, people will hate that.
Oh, yeah, I know, because they're racist.
So,
like Boomer Cap.
I don't feel like Follow Me is decent in here. I'm going back to my good old Patch Up and Brace.
Patch Up Brace, yeah.
I think for the core box, you can't go too
doing
wrong
a bit
with
of
them.
healing.
Lovely. Combine that with the what is it? Battlefield medicine as well.
Yeah, you've got a lot of access to healing. You're also playing Extremis because we don't have options, but it's nice.
Yeah. Let's get rid of Heave Ho. Smash Second Wind. They're obviously not going to get used. Ricochet Blast we can't use as we just discussed.
We're taking Mission Objective because Nick Fury's on the art.
Yes, yeah, first time actually, Quinn, that we saw Nick Fury in the
Nicholas
game.
J. We then also saw him on Lethal Protector if you have like the crappy version that isn't
Yes,
exclusive and cool with
yeah,
Lightning.
I've got the cool version.
I've got the cool version because I
I
was good at questions.
I know you were good at questions. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Quinn already.
I mean, usually by this point we're like scrambling for answers to fill up like five
I know,
slots,
but
but
look at this.
somehow we've gotten to eight.
I'm gonna say trip up goes. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say 1-2 punch goes.
yeah.
I mean,
I think you chuck in like Model Decoy.
yeah,
You get like the scroll on Fury and you play that and like you're pretty happy.
yeah. So then it leaves us with some generics.
Oh, let's take Avengers Assemble.
Have I left it in there?
Yeah, it's third one.
Oh yeah, that'd be really good, wouldn't it?
It would be really good, yeah.
Everyone who's an Avenger gets to use it. It's like that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, because he's like setting up the Avengers Initiative, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Fury has to pay all the power for it, but he still gets to like make them all move.
What are we thinking, Quinn? I'm in my head. I don't mind escort. I don't mind reposition. Sucker.
I don't mind PSD, you know, because there is like somewhat of a lack of like mystic defense across a number of the characters here, like Human Torch, Bucky,
Yeah,
like, and also not getting moved about. Pretty nice.
yeah. On the right setup. Obviously, not too much of an issue on like the ones we've got, but we have to remember we could be coming up against a Gamma Shelter or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am okay with that. Fuck me? Who would have thought PSD would have ended up in a roster?
Who would have thought Boomer Cap would?
It's in there just to annoy you.
I know, we're both making concessions here.
This is true. So let's just put them up there. Let's take these over. You can see there, guys. We thought we were doing Winter Guard today, and then when I checked, thankfully they didn't win.
Yeah, because we were gonna have like about 10 minutes of that episode.
Oh yeah, by the way,
like,
spoiler alert: Hulk was going to be in Winter Guard.
Well, yeah, because we weren't. I could not, in good conscience, advise people to buy the fucking bear.
No, this is true. So let's pop these in here. Create roster. Put this out here, and hopefully we should have. We do. We have everything we need. So, Quinn, let's go through this from right to left. We've got Baron Zemo, we've got Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Doc Ock, Iron Man, Nicholas J. Fury Jr., Steve Rogers, Captain America, the original Human Torch, Vision, and Winter Soldier. I always ask you the question, Quinn. What does your core three characters look like? Obviously,
Nick Fury, original Human Torch, Bucky.
Yeah, I mean, and
let's
then
be
honest,
you probably put Iron Man in there.
Yeah, I mean, 4 for 10, or realistically, sorry, 3 for 10, or realistically 4 for 13.
If you're playing at 15 threat, you have Widow. If you're playing at 16 threat, you have Zemo. Playing at 17, you take one of the two really good energy attackers.
What? Captain America doesn't have any energy attacks.
Yeah. It's almost like his, place in this roster is tedious. But tedious? No, not tedious. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but I yeah, not tedious, is it?
No, it's something at best.
Almost honorary, to be honest with you, but
there is no honor in Boomer Cap.
Back to the thing, I do like this core. I really do like this core.
Very
as
solid
you say,
core. I mean,
shall
we just have a little look over a New Age just to familiarise people with it?
Oh, absolutely, because it is such a good card. So, New Age Shield. Jim Hammond may spend 3 power to play this card. Each enemy character within range 3 of Jim Hammond gains the Incinerate special condition. This round, when an allied shield character is attacking a character with the Incinerate special condition, if the attack is energy, add 2 dice to the attack roll.
And just to clarify, that isn't characters that were incinerated by this card. It's just if they were incinerated full stop.
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
might mean that Demons is going to come in the bigger roster.
Demons will definitely be in there. Now, what I will say, Quinn, is we don't have a huge number of characters who can utilize this card, right? So right now in this roster,
Yeah.
we've got obviously OG Human Torch himself. He's got the
Yep.
Baby Burn, and
Yeah.
Nova Burst. Why Nova Burst is Beam 2 and not Area 2, I'll never understand. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
well, I mean, I
that
know
might
why,
have been a
because it'd
bit.
have been 6 cost if it was.
Well, yeah, no, 6. That's you're lowballing there. 7
Actually, yeah,
cost, and you
7,
still
yeah,
7 cost exactly the same otherwise.
yeah. So we've got the 2 there, and then obviously we've got the Repulsor Blast
Yeah,
from Iron Man, and then
typically you'll
Unibeam on the
get
backside of it.
you'll get like Jim, Tony, and then a 4 threat of your choice, whether that be Vision or Danvers.
So yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, Quinn, there are other.
Oh, wait a minute. We have another
Oh,
character.
we do.
Widow.
We do have another character because
6 dice Widow Strike into an incinerated character. Pretty good, actually.
yeah. Well, let's forget we're not only adding 2 dice to ourselves, we're taking,
We're taking
2
one
dice.
from them.
Sorry, 1 dice from our opponent as well. So
And then we'll have Zemo sat in the middle of everyone, giving them like super
Giving
like, happy
rerolls.
cuddle times.
yeah, giving those rerolls out.
Oh,
So.
what's it called? Tactical Smart Boy. That's it.
Tactical smart boy, yes. No, I thought Zemo had strategic genius, and we renamed the
I was
Strucker
going
one.
for a blanket renaming of the rule, but you know.
Oh, okay. I do like that.
Well, yeah, because we can't let them work together and both reroll things.
That's what I
that would
want.
be like completely insane.
That's what I wanted.
Well, yeah, but you're not having it.
So yeah, and you know, you could Montesi for these guys is going to be amazing, because then all of a sudden it means that your Nick Furies, even your Shield agents, Quinn, when they pick up a Montesi book, are now getting an 8 dice beam attack into an incinerated character. So yeah, huge amount of potential there. Anything else you want to just quickly mention about this one, Quinn, before we head off and build a sort of not proper roster but full roster?
Well, yeah, it's not something I've mentioned up until this point, but fuck Boomer Cap.
He really loves Cap. He really loves him.
I really do love Cap. I don't love Boomer Cap.
Right, guys, we are going to go away. We're going to take a look at Cerebro. It's where we build all of our rosters. Highly recommend checking it out. And we're going to put together a S.H.I.E.L.D. Affiliated roster with all the McGubbins in there, using any character from any pack that we want. So we will be right back. Cool, guys, so here we are on Cerebro. So it's just cerebromcp.com. It's a really, really cool site. Quinn, we use it for the vast majority of our roster building, don't we? Whether it's in-person events, whether it's playing on TTS, because they've got a really nice, easy export button as well. So.
Typically, I'll just be 5 minutes before a game that's scheduled and be like, oh, I don't actually know what I'm playing. Cerebro, bail me out.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
Which is why I end up playing the same Avengers roster 90% of games.
So, Quinn, let's start then with all of these S.H.I.E.L.D. affiliated characters that we've got. Obviously, we want Nick Fury in there. We want to take original Human Torch. We want to take Winter Soldier. I think Iron Man makes it in there. I do also like the idea of She-Hulk in there as well.
She-Hulk, I'm tempted to circle back on, because we might just be taking her much cooler cousin instead.
And I do like Hawkeye.
Ooh, Hawkeye with his energy attack arrows. Yeah.
So I do like that.
I mean, we're also taking 2-threat Widow, let's be honest.
Yes, no, she does need to be in there as well, because it is always good to have a 2-threat. So that's a big chunk. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 characters.
It's almost like the number is at the top.
So far. Yeah, I know, right? So we've got...
You do this with the dice tray in TTS as well.
I know. I always like to... I don't trust them.
You don't trust numbers, do you?
I don't trust them. No, I really don't trust them.
Have you never heard the Scott Steiner wrestling promo where he goes, "The numbers don't lie"? Great.
I have not.
I'm going to have to send that to you now.
So we've got 1, 2, 4 3-threats and 1 4-threat at the moment, Quinn. I think we are in the market for at least 1 other 4-threat. and as a character that I would very much like to throw in the mix,
Do tell.
because I think he works very, very well in with both the leadership as well, and I think he's just an all round good egg, and that is
Good egg. Ooh,
he's a good egg. That is Venom.
he is a very good symbiote egg.
He is a very good symbiote egg. Do symbiotes come from eggs? Do we think?
No, they like
I
split
don't.
via mitosis, right?
But what came first, the symbiote or the egg? Like the
What the,
symbiote.
it was the symbiote because there was no egg involved. Also, right, just to clarify, the whole what came first, chicken or the egg thing,
It has to be
the
the egg.
answer is the egg.
Yeah,
Because of evolution. The answer is the egg.
yeah, it's always the egg, right? And chickens like velociraptors or something, like they can trace them back.
They're
can't they,
like
to,
really shit T-Rexes.
really, they do. They are the shittest T Rexes ever. Yeah, yeah. I really really like Venom in Shield.
I mean, if you got parity or you're ahead on VPs, oh boy, does Venom like being in Shield.
Yeah. Well, and also, also he's just bloody good. Brings a
Like,
really nice tactics card in. You
yeah,
want to keep
so
Nick. You want to
you're
keep
adding
Nick
layers of
alive.
protection on. You are obviously getting more attacks out with Venom because you're aggressiving in to range 3 of people that may be attacking you out of it, which is also potentially healing Venom more if you're
Yep.
doing a We Are Venom, or putting out bleed if you're doing the symbiote tendrils. He's
Size
got
3
a
throw.
size 3 throw. He can push every single character on the enemy team if you really want.
Yeah. Medium as well. Like.
And also, he stops defensive rerolls and cover.
Yep.
He's a good egg.
He's a good. I said, didn't I? He was a good egg. So I really like him in, and I'm gonna give credit here, quick. Because I always think when you see something elsewhere, you should always give credit. But the first person to introduce me to Venom in Shield was Vincent, off of YouTube, and
Vincent Vinsanity Kirkov.
that's the one. Yes. So I watched his guide. Actually, I watched his guide after I played a game against him, where Venom brutalized me.
That wasn't the order to do that.
It wasn't. It wasn't the order to do it in. So yeah, big shout out for Vincent, and all the guys like the Alfredo Tacos Truck guys, isn't it? That do all of that.
I'm trying
So
to remember what they used to be called for Guild Ball.
I do not know.
I
do not
like
know them from the Guild
Steve
Ball
and
days.
Dave's Merry Band.
So yeah,
None of them are called Steve or Dave.
yeah. Are any of them called Alfredo?
No, but one of them is called Pat Van Value.
There we go.
There you go.
So you mentioned a big cousin,
Yeah.
because these guys, they are missing a big hitter, aren't they?
They're a bit good when it comes to supporting him as well, because you know it's real good for a Hulk.
Is it
Healing
like
him for 3 and
healing
removing
him?
it special condition.
I was going to say, is it healing him or letting him move or any of the other good things?
Is it all of
that he
those
gets
things
to do?
together? Is it like having him be able to like roadrunner like away from a Malekith charging him with like the help of Nick?
Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. I think he's very good. Yes, he's not affiliated, but
I've also like I've just noticed that on his card art, is it just me or his nipples weirdly high up?
they're too high, aren't they? Yes.
Like on his pecs, they're a bit too high.
That one there especially.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, the other one is because of the angle, but that one there specifically.
Too high. Yep. Hulk nipples. There we go. Cool. So Hulk is going in. That gives us 2 spots left. And we don't have. We've got 1 2 threat. I think that's probably enough for me in this, Quinn. Do you think that we need another one?
I mean,
Or
like Shield can go wide, but I think they go wide through 3 threats. I don't think they take like a plethora of 2s. Also, there aren't really that many 2s that like synergize super well with the leadership. No. I mean, there's always an argument for Toad, right?
So playing into that sort of, it's control, isn't it? But it's not control of your opponent. It's controlling yourself outside of, outside of actions and things.
Yeah.
I want to throw another 3 threat into the mix, and it is our good friend. She's appeared in lots of rosters. Can you guess who I'm going to talk about, Quinn?
Mm.
Maybe your favourite female who played her in the movie.
She isn't my favourite female, but I know you're talking about Emma Stone.
Yeah, I think Ghost Spider. I think there's a
Also, I feel like dirty using the word female. Like, no.
okay.
Well, no, because that's like a fucking neckbeard thing, isn't
It
it?
is a bit of a
And
neckbeard
yes, the
thing, yeah.
female.
Female. Yeah, I think she plays into what Shield are really good at,
I
which is
mean,
that
like
mitigation of
layering up defensive tech with lifesaver. She's pulling people off of points with webline. She's got stupidly high mobility with spider technique. She's also really good at beating people to death with freestyle beatdown plus spider technique. She's got it all.
she's got it all. Gwen Stacy has got it going on. Not her mum, but she's got it going on.
Well, isn't her mum like dead?
Well, no, but Stacey's mum has got it going on.
I
It's a
know,
song,
but
Quinn.
I think her mum's dead. I've never seen any content with her mum in.
I don't know.
Like, her dad's in it a fair bit, like George.
Isn't there a scene where her mum's there in The Amazing Spider-Man, where they're sat down and
I
they're
don't
eating dinner
know.
together?
Is she just like never mentioned?
I don't know, but I think she goes in, Quinn. I think she goes in.
Helen Stacy.
Yep. Is she
Oh,
alive?
apparently she's not dead. She's just boring.
There we go. Anyway, Ghost Spider makes it in, leaving us with one slot left. Now we've got a 6th threat already, so we've got a big hitter. Do we double down on the big hitters? Is there a world where actually
We're not double hulking.
double hulking?
We're not double hulking because we don't have Steve. Proper Steve, mind
Proper
you.
Steve. Yeah. Or we could put Steve in.
No.
What about Mr. Sam Wilson?
He's a good lad.
I
I don't think he's a good egg, but he's a good lad.
don't think he's a good egg, no, but I do.
Mainly
you
because
can't do
he's
it like
got
that,
like
can you?
wings. He's gone like a bit beyond egg. Actually, that just sounds like a vegan egg.
Does
Beyond
sound
egg.
really, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, so let's look at what he's got in here as well. Obviously, he's got the mobility piece with his charge. Airlift. I don't see it being used a lot, but it's
Airlift
there.
is something that I think you specifically go on about a lot.
Yeah.
And no one uses.
And nobody else uses it. Shield throw, which is obviously
His shield throw
very,
is
very good.
ludicrously good. Just
Yeah.
do damage, push a size 2 character, ricochet, do damage, push
another
a
one.
size 2 character.
Yeah, so great for getting people.
You're
on
also
points.
ignoring cover as well, which can
Yep.
be like crucial on certain crises.
Yeah, you could. So then you've got the combination potentially of Venom and Sam Wilson, haven't you, on some of those ones? So it does also open up the ability to play Ricochet Blast as well.
Yeah.
With Iron Man, which is a very, very good attack. So yeah, I quite like Mr.
I mean, if you
Mr.
really
Sam
wanted
Wilson.
to, you could make that attack 11 dice, re-rolling everything into an incinerated target.
Who does the attack come from?
It comes from Iron Man.
Well, there we go.
Because
Yeah.
it's done on his turn, it gives him access
Yeah.
to the attack. It's just measured from Sam.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? So he would be my pick, Quinn. I don't know if you have any other suggestions or if you are.
I agree. I feel like, Sam works. I mean, if you want to be boring, I guess you could take Black Cat.
Yeah,
I mean, also, I just want to
we're
address
not the
something very
kind of
quickly.
we're not the kind of channel that takes Black Cat in lists.
Well,
are
no,
we,
because
Quinn?
we like killing things. I do want to address something very quickly. As some of our dear viewers might have noticed, when you searched for Cap there to get Sam, they might have been disturbed to see a certain imposter on that list of captains.
Who was in there?
They were right at the bottom.
This one here.
Yeah.
Your favourite Cap.
Hashtag not my cat.
Anyway, so there we go. There are 10 characters. Tactics cards, Quinn. Okay, let's start with
All the good ones.
required affiliation. Shield.
New Age, Battlefield Medicine,
1,
Sit Rep,
2,
Shieldmobile.
3, 4, and I think that's probably it
Yeah.
at the
I mean, we're
moment.
taking Ricochet Blast and probably Helios.
Yeah. Ricochet goes in there. I'm going to put
Good. Ricky
Helios to one
Blast.
side for the moment.
Ooh.
Lethal Protector obviously goes in there. That gives us 6. Now, do
You're
we still
definitely
double
taking
down on
Brace.
Patch Up and Brace?
I don't know whether we're taking Patch Up. We're definitely taking Brace, though. I feel like Brace is a necessity in this
Or is an
situation.
Indom over Patch Up?
No.
I like being able to double down on the healing, especially if we've got a Hulk.
Yeah, that's fair. Considering the Hulk angle, yeah, I think that's fair to put in. I do definitely think you take Brace over Indom, because if you
I
want
was
to run
thinking
wide...
Indom with Brace.
Okay, yeah, I think
Because of
that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, it tends to be one or the other, and Brace tends to be the one that wins out because it's cheaper and can prevent more damage.
Is there an argument for Sacrifice to double up on Lethal Protector?
We've already got Eye in the Sky, Gwen, and Lethal Protector.
It's a lot in there, isn't
Like,
there?
yeah. Oh, you need to put Eye in the Sky in because it's not a shield card.
It is not.
I knew we were one light.
Yeah, I knew that it's not. So it only get right. So we're on 9.
I think that last card is Helios.
I'm just trying to think if there is.
I don't think there is.
No. Let's just double check the characters we got, Quinn, and make sure we're not missing. Oh, the professionals. Yeah, I think it is Helios.
That's why this channel is so popular. It's your comedic wit.
Yep, Helios. Let's take a quick look at Helios, Quinn, because I actually don't think it's as good as Ricochet Blast, by the way.
Oh, I don't think it is either. I mean, in an Avengers setting, it's definitely not. In a Shield setting, I think it can be comparable, potentially better, depends on what target you're going for.
And that's the other thing as well, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to nuke a Malekith, this is much better because the rerolls from Ricochet do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it can be very good. And, I would say
I've just triggered some sort of Vietnam flashback for you.
Well, no, last time I had this done to my Malekith, I think it was something like 20 odd dice and he did 1 damage.
I think that person should have tried rolling better.
It's just roll better. I mean, that's the name for the channel. But
well, no, that's the name for my independent channel where I strike out and free myself from your shackles.
But yeah, it can be good, can't it? And that sweep and clear at the back end of it can also be very nice.
You keep a bit of extra damage.
So yeah, I'm okay with that going in there.
Just to clarify as well for the people at home, you're taking one of those 2 cards. There is never a situation where you take Ricochet Blast.
No. You don't double down on them.
You know how we said Venom was a good egg? That's too many good eggs in one basket.
Too many good eggs in one basket, absolutely. Right, Quinn, I think an absolute must is a Demon's Downtown. And the reason for that is obviously the synergy with Incinerate on our good friend John Hammond, aka the original Human Torch.
Is he called John Hammond or is it John and Jonathan Hammond?
I think it's just John Hammond.
Why have they done that and then called...
I don't know. And also, he's an android, so why is he called John? Of all the names to call an android.
I mean, in fairness, Vision is called Victor.
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
Then again, that's a robot name for all the people that play League.
Yes, it is. What else are we looking at, Quinn? Because obviously we're going to be quite wide, aren't we? So we don't mind that sort of...
You know what? I like an Infinity Formula.
Exactly that. Exactly that. And I think the Infinity Formula, especially if we're going to take a Helios or something like that, that extra power that we're getting and pushing in can be very, very nice.
The Infinity Formula is Nick Fury's special drink.
It is his special drink. It's like Lucozade to him. It's his Red Bull. It's his Monster Energy.
It gives him wings.
Yeah. What else are we thinking, Quinn?
I kind of like the idea of riots.
Okay, see, I was thinking sword over riots.
I don't like sword.
I know you don't like sword.
I mean, I also just don't like sword from the perspective of we have a 4-threat leader.
Yeah, that's a
And
fair point.
the grunts cannot contribute to it. Like, no.
Yeah, I'm okay with riots.
I mean, I also think like scoundrels, if you want to build your list a little bit more, it like in a different direction, can be really strong.
Well, I think I think taking scoundrels when we know we've got characters that override that cover is very nice, isn't it?
Mm.
So I would say you've got a, for me, I like riots. I like scoundrels. I'm just trying to look if there's any others. I don't mind a Mayor Fisk because we've got lots of ability to move people around the board. Similar with Gamma Wave.
Really don't like stun. Stun is just a condition that makes me sad.
I do like Gamma Wave as well.
Yeah, it's a question of like, can you out gamma Wakanda?
No, but I think then you don't play into that, do you?
You pray that you
Yeah,
don't get gamma when it's
yeah.
in both rosters. Okay,
That's a good point. Yeah, yeah.
like good luck.
But I think Quinn, should we take a superpowered scoundrels for this one,
Go on then.
just
You've
to give us a
convinced
little
me.
bit of variety in threat. So there we go, and then extracts,
Montesi
100%. Now I know some people
at
may
the
think,
bottom.
why are you taking it? Because it's the Montesi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why are you taking Montesi when you've got a Venom? Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Just
You
as
know
we've
what's real good
mentioned,
with a new age?
real good.
It's giving shield characters that don't have energy attacks, energy attacks. It's also great for just having it on the grunts.
Yeah.
Because getting like Montesi formulated by a grunt is rude.
Fear grips. I think being
Yeah.
able to pick that up for free. So turn one, being able to pick up two is
Yeah.
really good.
I mean, also, even if you're only picking up one, it's one that's protected because when the grunts die, they
You
drop the
get to,
objective
yeah,
you get to pick.
yeah, exactly
And
that.
I think for that same reason, like taking a crisis that has like a central extract, like either spiders or cubes, can be good as well.
I think I prefer cubes. I think we can lean into the power a bit more.
Yeah, I like spiders a bit more just
Okay,
because like you have more, you most likely will have more mobility options than your opponent, and
that's a good.
therefore
Yeah, it's a good point
you can
actually.
mitigate the drawback more than your opponent probably will be able to.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
I mean, we could also take Wakandan Herb. Oh wait.
Oh no, wait. I mean, that would have been an auto include, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, again, I'm okay with either of
I
these
think it's
two.
very much a personal preference thing.
I think let's talk about ones we want to avoid, Quinn, because I think that's important.
Okay.
Legacy virus, we don't have a plan for it, right? We're
I
not
mean,
running.
also, it just look, if there was one crisis that should have been taken out of the game, it's not Herb, it's this.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
look, I'll get half the VPs needed to win the game and remove like three other sources of VPs for your opponent to catch up. Does that remind you of another crisis at all? Another banned crisis, perhaps?
panic grips.
Oh yeah, that one that got banned because you could evacuate the citizens and then remove them as a potential scoring opportunity for your opponent. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
I remember that.
For me, Quinn, you want to avoid, and I think going to the secures for a second. I don't like pay to flips on Shield. I just don't think they work particularly well. You've got lots of things you want to spend power on, especially turn one, and I think flipping a point is not it. With these guys, single extracts I don't think are good for them either.
No, I mean, like, I guess you can layer up all those defensive tools to keep it safe, but I think, like, in my mind, Shield prefer quicker games.
Yeah, yeah, I think
They're not there
round
for the long
four.
haul in my mind.
Yeah, round four. That's what they're looking for, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I would say that Spider Infected or Struggle for the Cube, absolutely fine with there. Let's go
I
with
think
Spider
also,
Infected.
like, one more thing in Spider Infected's favour is you are almost always going to be wider than your opponent, which means you have more characters that can carry Spider Infected than they do.
So, and I'll just show people again what we're going to do here. So once you've done your roster, scroll down to the bottom, press export, press for import, press copy, and then basically all we do is go back over to TTS. Let's close this out. Let's move this one over here. You can just go there. Control V to paste it in there, create roster, and then fingers crossed, it should give us a brand new roster, Quinn. There we go. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Right, so quick rundown then, right to left, or left to right even. So starting off, we've got Black Widow, 2-threat version. We've got Captain America, Sam Wilson. We've got Ghost Spider. We've got Hawkeye. We've got the big green machine himself, Hulk. We've got Iron Man. We've got Nick Fury with his grunts. We've got the original Human Torch. We've got Venom. And we've got the Winter Soldier. Crisis cards, we've got Demons Downtown, Infinity Formula, Super Powered Scoundrels. And then we've got Fear Grips, Spider Infected, and Montesi Formula. Tactics cards, we've got a New Age, Battlefield Medicine, Brace for Impact, Eye in the Sky, Helios Laser Bombardment, Lethal Protector, Patch Up, Ricochet Blast, Sit Rep, and last but by no means least, Quinn, the S.H.I.E.L.D. mobile. I know a lot of people might ask that question, Quinn. You know, you've got Hulk in there or some characters that you could make a S.H.I.E.L.D. character and then have S.H.I.E.L.D. mobile on them and that kind of thing. And my argument to that is always going to be...
You know what's better than that? Having a fifth card?
Having a fifth card, yeah. That's always going to be the case for me. So, Quinn, let's have a look at that core again. And I think, for me, it doesn't really change too much from these 10. And I think, you know, either Human Torch, Winter Soldier, or Iron Man, depending on what it is, or as you say, even a setup like this can work, you know, really well.
I mean, if you really want to lean into that energy angle, you could totally like drop Bucky for Hawkeye as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this could work depending on the set. You know, these guys kind of do the same job, don't they? It's like we're on a back point. We've got that range 5 attack.
But like one of them is a lot more survivable than the other one.
Yes, yeah. Hawkeye does.
Because Hawkeye's made of paper.
Yeah, he's really tough if you punch him, but if you just hit him with a tiny little energy attack,
just like paper, he's really hard if you punch him.
But yeah, so
wait, that's Mr. Masters. Sorry.
So I do like this. Let's just take a couple here, Quinn. Demons Downtown. Okay. What are we looking at? Obviously, we're going to be leaning into.
I mean, I think we're looking at 2
more
three threats. Like building from this, you're probably taking Bucky along with like probably a Gwen.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Or if you really want, you just take Hulk.
Or I was going to say, or you drop Ghost Spider and there we go, and go that for 19. Like I am more than okay with that.
It's pretty spooky. I think it's very much like extract dependent. Like you know. You use your own judgment. I know we don't advocate that very often, but eventually you'll have to think for yourself.
The other one I want to talk about is Fear Grips. In particular, I want to talk about what we can do with Nick Fury and then his S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, because obviously the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, let me just zoom in ever so slightly there because it doesn't zoom in great. And it still doesn't. There we go. But the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents...
like that's how that feature works, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't work very well at all, that, does it? S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, they can obviously pick up extracts for free, but to your point, Quinn, if they are KO'd, because they're never days, if they are KO'd, first of all, guess what? Triggers a VP if you're behind, right? That's the first good thing about them. Second good thing is obviously you get to place it. So whereas normally your opponent gets to place it when they daze or KO you, in this instance you get to place it. So you can always place it outside of range of your opponent and make them come back towards you, make them use a movement action to pick it up. And then even if they do still get it, you know, you can still make sure they're in range to be able to take it back off them, which is really nice. But turn 1, you can go and pick up two objectives with these guys, can't you? Because Nick Fury can pick one up, and then these guys can pick one up as well.
Well, I mean, in fact, they can pick it up, but then Nick Fury can pick it up because that's rules.
The way that it works, yeah. Which on a crisis where you've only got 4 extracts, getting that initiative of going, yep, these are mine, means that the next move your opponent has to make is go and take that other hammer, right?
This is the version of the initiative that
the
works for S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, but because if not, guess what? Well, I'm going to double move Iron Man up or Captain America or whoever it is to go and pick it up because
I don't know why you're doing that when you can just be like, okay, agents on one flank, Fury on the other. I'll just take both now.
Yeah, or that as well.
Because then they punch Fury and like he's on full power and he just goes, "Eye the sky, goodbye,
Goodbye.
goodbye."
So yeah, some. And it's also worth mentioning that round 1, Quinn, as well, you are always getting the short advance as well, aren't you, for 1 power?
Yeah.
Because you've got VP parity. I don't think there's any way. I mean, unless a Killmonger gets you round 1, which is very, very unlikely.
World domination potentially puts you behind.
It's niche and it's obscure if it was to happen, wouldn't it? Like it's very, very unlikely. So yeah, any others, Quinn, that you wanna talk about and run through? Any other hints,
Montesi
tips?
grabbing the middle Montesi with grunts is just what a delight.
Yeah.
Because if your opponent leaves it on them and then they activate like next round and beam people, which is just like an obscene amount of value for grunts, or they like attack them, kill them, waste actions, and then you drop it behind yourself, and then someone else picks it up
for Venom to go pick up or whoever it may be. Yeah, I do like that. I do like Montesi in there, and we just got so much movement. Again, I would say actually, Quinn, there is an argument in the restricted cards to look at something like an advanced R&D to get power out to the likes of a Venom or a Ghost Spider to be able to do shenanigans round 1 as well. But we've got so much mobility, and that's really how you're going to win your games, aren't it? It's outmaneuvering your opponent.
Yeah.
And I think a little bit more nuanced, I would say, than some other affiliations. There's a lot of things you need to understand when to play, when not to play.
Yeah, you're spinning a lot of plates.
Yes, there we go. That is a way of putting it. Plates are being spun. But yeah,
They have eggs on them.
So Quinn, any sort of final hints, tips, tricks, anything you want to talk about around S.H.I.E.L.D. and your experiences with them?
Battlefield Medicine's real good, yo.
Battlefield Medicine is real good. Yes, absolutely.
Whoa. That isn't my quote.
Go on then.
You
Battlefield Medicine's real good, yo.
Faux shizzle.
Faux shizzle. I'm not saying that. But there we go, guys. That is our ultimate guide to S.H.I.E.L.D. As voted for by the Patreons. Go on, Strickland.
I have one last closing remark.
Okay.
Fuck Boomer Cap.
He loves him, really. But yeah, if you want to support us on Patreon, you can do from as little as
if you want to support the anti-Boomer Cap fight.
Yeah, there we go. On Patreon. From as little as £1 a month, you support the channel. You get to get involved in the content that we make, like we've done here, and you get entered into our monthly prize draw, where you can win yourself a character pack of your choice every single month. If you have liked the video, please do leave a like. It really, really does help. There's a Discord where there is more than 3 people on there, Quinn, now, because there's at least me, you, and Ron. So that's 3.
They're definitely there.
So go check it out. We cover MCP plus a whole bunch of other stuff.
There is between 3 and 10 million people on that Discord.
There is. Yeah, there is upwards of. But yeah, go check it out. It's completely free to join. And as I say, not only is there all my content on there as well, there's a huge number of other content creators that post all of their content on there as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aaron's started posting things there. We can't
Aaron
stop him.
alone. We love Aaron on this channel. Only because last time I played him, I beat him. And he got recorded as well, which was nice. But yeah, go check that out. And as always, guys, it leaves me with just enough time to say stay well, keep safe, and until next time, fuck you, Quinn. Bye for now. Say goodbye.
No.